Hi, my name is Christine Bellman, and I am going to discuss why school systems should make financial literacy mandatory for all students. I believe that systems should make financial literacy mandatory for all students because money is an important part of life, especially when entering into adulthood. Knowing and having the knowledge will empower children to make smart decisions with life. It will help them to understand the concept of money and prepare them for adulthood. According to literacycooperative.com, the U.S. only ranked 7 out of 15 countries to participate in the International Financial Literacy Test for all high school students. In 2015, the Treasury Department claimed less than a third of adults who were offered a financial literacy course throughout high school or through college. "69% of parents were very reluctant to discuss money with their children, and the same study stated that 23% of those children never talked to their parents about money at all." To me, in my opinion, every child should have the knowledge of how important credit is. Without credit, you can't buy a house, you can't buy a car, you can't buy a home. How do you secure your future without credit? They say experience is the best teacher, right? Well, as you're turning 18, the world opens up to you, especially for the possibility of disastrous financial decisions. There's college, your first apartment, student loans. All of these require credit. All of these could lead to poor choices if you're not prepared fully. So why not teach our children at an early age to prepare them as they're entering into adulthood? When you're applying for a credit card and using them irresponsibly, student loans, but you don't pay them off later on, you end up having no savings account, you end up having bad credit, you end up having limited resources to further your life. All of these things could be avoided just if they were properly educated. It is written in consumerfinance.gov that children are developmentally capable of saving by the age of 5. 5 years old, geez. That's pretty young, right? They say a piggy bank or a piggy savings account, which is a savings account for children. Each financial institution has a limitation of age with a minimum down. Normally does not charge a finance charge for the money in the savings account. So it's a proper way to prepare your child early on with the education that you learn in class and with the parents also implementing it. This gives a child a hands-on way to build a savings mindset. ConsumerFinancial.gov also said that children that grew up with a savings account were more likely to hold a diverse assets portfolio and accumulate more savings as a young adult. With that being said, why not have it be mandatory in school? Because just as important as math is for our everyday life, just as important as home economics or gym or anything that's properly educating our children to build them up for their future is something that we as adults want. Because how many of us have not been educated? I myself come from a family not educated on credit. And I entered, 18 years old, entered adulthood, and here I am, 37 years old, and I'm still working on my degree. And, I had some hard choices as life, progressed. I didn't know about credit, and I ended up having to start all over and get a secure credit card, which helps you pay towards your building your credit back up. But all of that could have been avoided had my parents and school taught me better financial choices. So I encourage and think that financial literacy should be mandatory as math, as reading, as any other course in grade school through up. Hi, that's my name. I'm Christine. Thank you for listening to my presentation on financial literacy.